Good evening and welcome to the 2020 presidential debates. Right now I'll introduce the two candidates. First, retired game show host and current president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and Queen Cersei of House Lannister, first of her name. Your Grace, I noticed you refused to shake hands with Mr. Trump.
I think I'd let that old lecher put his hands on me.
Wouldn't be so bad.
Smells like a dead cat.
Okay then. Queen Cersei.
What would you say if I told you of a great sinner in our very midst, shielded by gold and privilege? He's not serious enough. He's a bitter little man. Now he stands beside our enemies and gives them counsel. Are you going to punish him?
I see what's happening.
He betrayed you.
It's insane.
He's right to be afraid. He's a threat.
Horrible.
Mr. Trump.
Well, first of all, it's great to be with you, and thank you, everybody.
I think the big problem this country has is being politically correct.
Our great First Lady always said, don't use certain words, please. I say, but the audience wanted me to do it. She said, don't do it. When I ran for president, my first speech, I mentioned the word rape.
Well, you're the expert.
The press went after me. I couldn't believe it. Those caravans, you look at those caravans, and some are phenomenal people. But in those caravans, you have stone-cold killers. Murder. She goes, what? Murder.
Very well. Queen Cersei, what is your plan for the army of undead ice monsters amassing in Canada?
The war's already begun. I've drawn first blood. We'll rain fire down on them from above. I need to expand my armies, my navies. My hand, Qyburn, has made overtures to the Golden Company in Essos.
So I just want to say we disagree on that.
They'll fight if they're well paid, which they will be.
I say, why? She has been outsmarted and outplayed worse than anybody I've...
I'm sure you'll make a point eventually.
She's been proven to be a liar on so many different ways. This is just another lie.
What do you know about warfare?
I flew to a lovely place called Iraq. True story. The good news is that, I don't know. How does it get worse? Those generals were great. They were great. They knew their stuff. They were gung-ho. And it is true. I mean, you talk central casting, these guys, you couldn't, I mean, it's incredible. And I enjoyed it so much. It's one of the reasons I don't want to leave Iraq.
All his filthy soldiers. Do you have any notion of what happens when a city is sacked? No, you wouldn't, would you? If the city falls, these fine women should be in for a bit of a rape. I understand we're in a war for survival. I understand whoever loses dies.
Mr. Trump, what do you plan to do about the invading army?
This country is in big trouble.
Coming into our country, all killers, murderers, killers, drug dealers, human traffickers. Our country's in big trouble, folks, because we have to get it back. So we catch them. We need an immigration policy that's going to be great for our corporations and our great companies.
Mr. Trump, this is about the ice monsters invading from Canada.
But we are being invaded. We're being invaded by drugs, by people, by criminals, and we have to stop it.
Mr. Trump, this question is about the ice monsters invading from the north.
What I say is what I say.
And it's driving the other side crazy.
You've always been funny.
What are your military plans for the Night King?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you anything about what response I do. I don't talk about military response, and I don't talk about certain other things. But we have to take care of our military. We have to. $700 billion we spent. General 1, General 2, General 3. I mean, these generals, there's no person in Hollywood that could play the role. These guys are like perfect people. And I got there at night. Rough stuff.
With tensions at an all-time high, how do you plan to deal with North Korea?
We don't win anymore. That's what we should do with North Korea.
A lot of what I do with respect to North Korea and any success that we hopefully have, and we've had a lot, we're given no credit. They don't remember that in the last days of the Obama administration, rockets were flying all over the place. Nuclear testing was going on. Mountains were being, these are big mountains, they were being shoved over.
What do you mean?
I really think what we're doing there is very important. But we actually had a walk, but I think we had a very good meeting. In fact, when I came home, they put out a statement that actually they were willing to do much less on the sanction front. But you see, that's not what happened there. So already I think we're negotiating. And I'll tell you this, North Korea has an incredible, brilliant economic future.
He has a good mind for strategy, doesn't he?
The Russians can't believe it.
Mr. Trump, Michael Cohen's testimony to Congress earlier this year was very damaging to your presidency. Now we hear he might be coming back for a second round. What can we expect?
We have people in Congress, right now, we have people in Congress that hate our country. It's very, very sad. Not so good.
Our laws are so crazy, but one by one, we're finding ways. You know, they call them loopholes, a lot of our laws, loopholes.
I got to be very careful when I talk about this.
But these were statements that should never, ever have been made.
He's right to be afraid. He did what needed to be done.
I don't like it. Rough stuff. And I said, that's disgusting. By a bully, I'd like to... These are serious, serious betrayals to our nation and to everything we stand for.
I don't think it's serious at all. You should try stopping him from doing what he likes.
He's bad. He's a bad guy. That's been proven now with all of the emails and the text. Every Republican hates him.
Are you going to punish him?
I've been talking about this for a long time. It's incredible what we did.
Mr. Trump, the U.S. educational system is in turmoil. What's your plan for the children of America?
I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
If those things come for us, most of them will die.
An impossible thing.
I lost my first boy when my daughter was taken from me, my only daughter. Well, I can't imagine how that feels unless you've lost a child.
It's very, very sad. True story. My daughter's so great.
You like her very much.
It's incredible what we did.
I imagine she's your favorite. There isn't a man alive who could devise a more painful death for your little cut.
Disgusting.
Queen Cersei, what's your plan for the children of America?
We're fighting a war we have no men to spare.
I'm sorry, Queen Cersei, you intend to draft the children of America to fight the horde of undead invading from Canada?
Yes.
The question was supposed to be about the U.S. educational system.
I imagine for most of them it would be an improvement.
She's like a crazy person.
We all make our choices.
The investigation into Russian interference in the 2016
There's
election.
no collusion. Russia.
sorry,
Witch hunt, this phony deal that they
Mr.
put
Trump?
together. So they don't have anything with Russia. There's no collusion.
Sometimes I wonder,
I don't know Putin.
what do you want from him?
He's actually not even a good friend of mine because he'd turn on me in 2 seconds.
He has a good mind for strategy.
Nice guy.
Oh, sorry about this. Could you please describe your genitals?
What?
I'm sorry, but that is apparently part of the American political process now.
I encourage it. The election, we call it, with a capital E. I've been talking about this for a long time. Prohibitively hard. Think of that. True story.
That must be difficult for you.
It's painful. Other than that, it's wonderful.
Learn how to use
Mr.
it.
Trump, given your lifestyle, how do you explain your popularity with religious voters?
Precious babies who survive abortions. Think of how evil that is. Think of how bad it is. And I said, that's disgusting. And they like me.
I have no doubt he will sign a decree arming the believers. I have no love for these fanatics.
But I like them. I love them.
It's ridiculous even for you. You never believed it.
Defend me. You know, when people defend me, I defend them.
They are the true enemy.
You know, they're good people, right?
Queen Cersei, you've had your problems with religion. Oh shit, that's correct.
I'm the rightful queen of the Seven Kingdoms. You are in open rebellion.
Dracarys.